Hello dear friends! Today in the Premier League, a great battle between Liverpool and Tottenham is expected, so we encourage you to share your predictions in the comments. And with you liking this video, we are getting started. Lille striker Jonathan David is expected to leave the club in the summer, with PSG, Tottenham and Chelsea interested in the 23-year-old. Mason Greenwood has told friends that he'll never play for Manchester United again, Daily Mail informs. Napoli will listen to offers for QATARI, but will reject all of them, as the Georgian is considered one of the most important players for the future. 54% of the readers of the German media Kicker believe that Borussia Dortmund lost the opportunity to win the Bundesliga this season after losing points against Bochum. Zlatan Ibrahimovic would like to continue to play for another year. Milan have not decided on his contract extension yet. Mario Hermoso is in talks to extend his contract with Atletico and hopes for a pay raise, Marca reports. My transfer is getting closer. There is a lot of specific interest for the summer. Last summer, Ajax asked me to renew my contract and to stay for one more season. Out of love for the club, I did this, Ajax defender Jurrien Timber admitted. Some Chelsea players are already starting to express their regret at having committed to such lengthy contracts, The Athletic reports. Vinicius made 40-plus goal contributions in a Real Madrid shirt for the second season in a row. Ten Hag admires Southampton's Romeo Lavia and sees him as a potential long-term successor to Casemiro, The Independent claims. Lille midfielder Rami Cabella has registered 9 assists this season in Liga 1. Only Neymar and Messi have more. He's very sorry for this season at Juventus. Paul arrived as happy as child. For him, returning was a dream. Unfortunately, things didn't go as he wanted. But now he's optimistic because his physical form is improving. Corriere della Sera quotes Paul Pogba's agent Rafael Pimenta. Brighton and Burnley will fight for Liverpool's James Milner's signature, who's out of contract in the summer. Robert Lewandowski has scored 19 goals in La Liga this season, the most by a player in his first campaign for Barcelona in the competition since Samuel Eto'o in 2004-2005, who had 24 goals. Bayern sporting director Hassan Salihamidzic has contacted representatives of Tottenham forward Harry Kane to discuss the player's opinion on a possible transfer, Christian Falk has shared. Marseille have already held talks with Wilfried Zaha. The player is open to a transfer as he dreams of playing in the Champions League. It's gonna be an interesting summer, I can tell you that, Barcelona director Mateo Alemán promised in an interview with Movistar. Stefano Pioli is the first manager in history to have faced Jose Mourinho at least 4 times, but to remain unbeaten against the Portuguese. Eintracht is not ready to sell Randal Colomwani this summer. The Frankfurt team's plan is to keep the Frenchman for another year and let him go for a huge sum of money after Euro 2024, Fabrizio Romano wrote. Karim Benzema has scored 3 hat-tricks in his last 8 games for Real Madrid in all competitions, the same as in his previous 120 appearances for Los Blancos. Milan are interested in Valladolid right-back Ivan Fresneda, Gianluca Di Marzio writes. Ryan Gravenberch will make it clear to Bayern that he wants to leave for Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp wants him, but Thomas Tuchel can still try to convince him to stay. Toulouse won the French Cup for the first time since 1973 and will play in the Europa League for the first time since the 2009-2010 season. Manchester City have ruled themselves out of the race to sign Chelsea's Mason Mount this summer, journalist Pete O'Rourke reports. I was close to moving to Real Madrid. I was one step away. It was an honor that Real Madrid was interested in me. But in the end, I'm proud of what I achieved with Juventus, Giorgio Chiellini said. Bayern are not gonna sell Leon Goretzka, even though he's having a disappointing season, Bild reports. Marc-Andre ter Stegen broke Claudio Brava's record as Barcelona's goalkeeper with the most clean sheets in a single La Liga season. The German made the 24th clean sheet. Roma's women's team won Serie A for the first time in its 5-year history. The last 5 Scudettos were won exclusively by Juventus' women's team. Harry Maguire is getting increasingly fearful he may have to leave Manchester United this summer due to the lack of faith shown in him by manager Erik ten Hag, Daily Mail claims. PSG has offered midfielder Carlos Soler to Atletico Madrid, which the Spaniard could have joined last summer before choosing Paris. And now, here are the results of Saturday's matches. Next, let's move on to the most interesting news of the day. First, let's have a quick look at the main yesterday's games in European football. A festival of goals in the Premier League. Crystal Palace outshot West Ham 4-3 and Brighton humiliated Wolverhampton 6-0. In La Liga, Real Madrid defeated Almeria 4-2 with a hat-trick from Karim Benzema and a goal from Rodrigo. However, Madrid didn't get help from Barcelona later on. The Catalans easily defeated Betis 4-0. Andreas Christensen, Robert Lewandowski and Rafinha scored for the Blaugrana. The fourth goal was a known goal of the visitors. Next up is the Bundesliga. Leipzig won 1-0 against Hoffenheim, and Bayer, after a goalless draw with Union Berlin, extended their unbeaten streak under Xabi Alonso's leadership to 14 games. In Serie A, Milan and Roma shared the points with a 1-1 draw, while Atalanta defeated Torino 2-1 away from home. And finally, we know the confident Lille victory over Ajaccio in Liga 1, 3-0 in favor of the Ducks. Chelsea are interested in PSG right-back Achraf Hakimi. The Blues were following the Moroccan last year on Thomas Tuchel's initiative. The following coach sacking and ownership change still keep their interest in the player. Hakimi's contract with PSG runs until 2026, but the Parisians may consider reasonable offers for the fullback, keeping in mind next summer's squad restructuring. The next potential Manchester United owner, Qatari Sheikh Yassim bin Hamad Al Thani, will try to sign Neymar if he buys the club. The other day, the Emir offered the Glazer brothers £5 billion for the English club. And if the parties reach an agreement, Qatari investors will want to start their reign with a high-profile signing, which should be the PSG attacker. The Parisians have been thinking about selling Neymar for a long time, and United could use the situation to sign the Brazilian. Barcelona has already sent La Liga a first plan explaining how the club will fit into next season's financial rules and at the same time bring back Lionel Messi. However, TIC Sports journalist Cesar Luis Merlo writes that La Liga is unlikely to approve this Barca's plan. Messi is monitoring the situation and waiting for a decision. The Argentine has postponed negotiations with PSG over a new contract. He has also not responded to offers from Saudi Al Hilal yet. The Argentinian waits for a resolution to the Barcelona situation. It is history, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, 15-year-old winger Lamine Yamal made Barcelona's first-team debut. At the age of 15 years and 290 days, he became the youngest footballer in Barcelona's history in La Liga. During his 11 minutes on the pitch, Yamal managed to impress Barca fans and head coach Xavi Hernandez. Fabrizio Romano assures that the Blaugrana have already offered the youngster a new contract for 3 seasons, which Yamal will sign on his 16th birthday. Friends, we are always happy to offer you top videos from our other projects. Click and enjoy. Thank you all for watching, have a nice one, and see you in a bit.